I mean, maybe the imperfections make it more like life. Because life isn't perfect.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're looking at great shows produced by Amazon Prime Video that deserve a wider audience.
What do we know? And then what are we not supposed to know?
Number 10, Outer Range. Yellowstone may have started a trend in neo-Western TV, but there's nothing quite like Outer Range.
Y'all hear that?
Everything all right?
Yeah.
Josh Brolin leads the typically intriguing politics of a struggling farm family compounded by wealthy rivals. Oh, yeah, and there's the matter of a portal in a pasture that leads to a disturbing world. Things only get more bizarre from there as an enigmatic drifter begins meddling in the Abbott family's affairs.
What are you here for then?
Peace, enlightenment, inspiration. Just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just looking for a good place to camp, to be honest. Only be a few days.
Yeah, we're not a tourist ranch. We're a cattle ranch.
Through all the daring, sometimes eccentric twists, the intense atmosphere and acting never blink. The genre-bending slow burner is obviously hard to market, but those willing to ride with Outer Range are in for bold suspense and bolder storytelling.
Who else knows about this?
No one.
The fans are certainly spreading the word for season 2. Number 9, Red Oaks. An affluent, if awkward, college student and his friends have the summers of their lives working at a country club in the 1980s.
What are you doing here?
I'm the new assistant tennis pro.
No shit. I thought you were working for your dad this summer.
Yeah, I was supposed to, but luckily this came along and I snagged it.
Red Oaks surely has its root in teen comedies from that decade, complete with wild humor, steamy romance, and Jennifer Grey. The deep-cut soundtrack is also totally cool. The show is so much more than its nostalgic tropes.
How did your old man take the news?
What news?
That you don't want to be a bean counter.
Oh, I never said I didn't. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I do. I'm still figuring things out.
So you haven't found yourself yet.
Every memorable character of every age has time to mature through timeless themes of identity. It's the kind of smartly self-aware, genuinely heartfelt love letter that today's more popular throwbacks aspire to.
Seriously? That's how you open a negotiation?
Oh, I didn't realize we were negotiating.
Well, then you've already lost, haven't you?
Though Red Oaks has grown more obscure since its tight 3-season run, it's bound to become nostalgic to its loyal following. Number 8, Paper Girls. Honestly, traveling back to 80s nostalgia is pretty played out. Thus, Image Comics' Paper Girls follows a group of teens from the 80s who travel to 2019 to unravel a war across time.
Things exactly the way they are, which not coincidentally keeps them in power. And the STF is working to course-correct the moments in history when mankind lost its way.
So, your friends are the good guys, right?
Yeah.
Amazon's spirited adaptation further subverts trappings as the clever sci-fi comedy we need during the Stranger Things craze. Its poignant coming-of-age leaps even further than the time-bending genre thrills.
Because I just don't really care. Okay, you don't care. That's impossible. It's not impossible, because I don't care, okay? If my mother got her way, I turned out exactly how she wanted me to. And I don't need to see that.
Unfortunately, rave reviews weren't enough to get the ambitious production a second season. The consensus is that it got lost in a flooded market of similar shows. Amazon itself eclipsed the release with The Lord of the Rings of Power. For many, though, few can compare to the future cult classic that is Paper Girls.
Future's so bright, right? Exactly.
Number 7, Patriot. With the prospect of a nuclear Iran, the CIA meddles in another election.
How close are they?
To what? To a practical nuclear capability? It's gonna happen. This winter, if they want it to happen.
Doing so by embedding the director's apathetic son in a European business trip gets even more complicated than planned. Patriot sounds like a peak espionage thriller with stunning style to match. It's really all a cover for a surreal black comedy, satirizing everything from geopolitics to workplace incompetence.
Can I talk to you about something? Listen, I'm in a situation. Hey, can you not be for a sec? Can I not? What?
Don't be.
The humor is as bitingly intelligent as the elaborate storytelling, and it was hard intelligence to properly expose to the public. Patriot went out with a whimper after 2 seasons, but was consistently acclaimed.
You glad to be going home? Yeah. Long trip. Yeah.
It also established New Zealand actor Michael Dorman as a versatile Hollywood lead. Years later, his self-consciously American breakout is still worth spying on. Number 6, The Devil's Hour. The so-called Devil's Hour between 3 and 4 a.m. is said to bring supernatural forces. It certainly has a strange effect on a troubled social worker whose disturbing visions get her involved in the pursuit of a serial killer.
I'm not worried about myself.
You don't seem worried, Lucy. You seem afraid.
It's a quintessential setup for the cold-blooded noir sweeping British television. With Tom Moran's The Devil's Hour, though, each hour is packed with unpredictable twists and pathos.
Listen, mate. This case destroyed 3 careers. Good people. That kid was never going to be found, and that was a dead end.
Never mind tension, especially when the terrifying Peter Capaldi shows up as an enigmatic clairvoyant. The limited promotion outside of the UK was further stifled by the mind-bending thriller's mysterious plot. So all we can say about The Devil's Hour is that its praise has ensured a bright future of 2 more installments.
You feel it now? The dissonance. Like something wasn't meant to be. Something changed.
Changed from what?
Number 5, The Tick. Ben Edlund has always had unique creative control in adapting his superhero satire for TV. With Amazon, his ambitions ran wild in the best way. Golden-voiced Peter Serafinowicz takes on the mantle of the Tick, a mysterious and invincible hero who fights evil with his reluctant ward, Arthur Everest.
Who are you?
I am the Tick.
The Tick?
The Tick!
Their violent exploits have all the action-packed special effects of a major superhero blockbuster. At the same time, Edlund finds the right balance between hilarious spoof and satisfying character development.
But my greatest power is this. When destiny speaks, she speaks to me. She says hi, by the way.
Alas, the mighty production fell after just 2 seasons. But improving the potential of subversive superhero shows, it paved the way for hits like Amazon's The Boys. Even then, The Tick remains an ideal dream for superhero fatigue.
Your real name is Arthur?
Yes. Yes, my superhero name is Arthur, that is different from my actual name.
Number 4, Upload. A dystopian future has rarely been as enjoyable as Greg Daniels' Upload.
Oh my God, where am I?
It's all good, Rachna. Welcome to Upload.
The creator of The Office and Parks and Rec presents a world where the ultra-rich can upload their consciousness to a virtual afterlife. There, a deceased computer programmer unravels high conspiracies with friends in both worlds. The sci-fi angle allows Daniels to take his mastery of satirical world building to new heights.
Yeah, uplifting views, healthy pursuits, timeless Americana.
Are there slaves?
What? Are you serious? 1, this is just a design scheme, and 2, that's not even the right period.
And for all the serious plot twists and outrageous gags, an unforgettable cast finds humanity in peak engineering. Upload may not be breaking the internet, but its growing acclaim and fan base have pushed it to a natural conclusion at 4 seasons. The satire is just too relevant to miss, with entertainment that's sure to live on.
Do you think Horizon could be capable of murder?
No. Horizon's motto is don't be evil, obviously. Unless it's don't be evil, obviously. Like, don't be obvious when you are being evil.
Number 3, Forever. Death doesn't part Fred Armisen and Maya Rudolph, whose lifelessly married characters die in separate accidents.
Ma'am, are you all right? Okay, yes. Arms up, arms up.
The afterlife offers them a chance to start again, as they and other spirits venture into the unknown. Forever is such a slow burner that it's hard to say much about where its plot is heading. What's most important is how profoundly it explores deep metaphysical themes, especially as they relate to human connection.
If you're gonna cross your legs, why don't you go all the way? See that? Stable, compact, right? And the best part is, I'm not showing off my genitals.
It's less thematically zany than The Good Place, but the eccentric humor is formidable. Still, a comedy about death may not have much popular longevity. Forever was canceled after 1 season in what many say is one of Amazon's great losses. That just makes it all the more worth memorializing.
I think you will find this very peaceful. Let's go!
I'll give it a shot.
Number 2, Sneaky Pete. Veteran character actor Giovanni Ribisi takes the lead as an ex-con artist with dangerous enemies.
You're a con man. Yes, I'm a confidence man. I give people confidence, they give me their money. You tried to rob a gun range at gunpoint? I get out of here in 2 days. You're not even up for parole for another 2 years.
He steals his cellmate's identity and lies low with his estranged family, only to realize they're in bail bonds and law enforcement. Co-created by David Shore and Bryan Cranston, Sneaky Pete knows the hustle of the modern crime drama. It's full of ambitious twists and action, with complicated characters to raise the stakes.
You ever get that feeling where you think you've been here before? You know, deja vu, where everything, what you said and did, everything was like before?
All the same, it never takes itself too seriously. Sneaky Pete achieved peak entertainment and peak TV, but couldn't smooth talk a consistent audience. The Caper's cancellation after 3 seasons was disappointing to loyal fans. It's still sure to entice new ones as a perfect fit for any binge watch list.
I'm really happy you're here.
Didn't have much choice.
I know how nuts it all sounds.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Chloe, an imposter's immersion into high society uncovers thrilling twists and wicked commentary.
How are you? Oh, sorry, I'm Sasha Miles. Nice to meet you.
Olivia Fulton, a pleasure.
Gosh, I love your shirt.
Thank you.
Isn't the work great?
It's beautiful.
Class of 07. A high school reunion becomes an enlightening fight for survival after a tidal wave.
Hey, I knew some weird shit was going on. I told you guys that. I didn't know Noah's bloody ark was coming up the hill, did I? You knew. You knew.
Lore. Aaron Mahnke's true horror podcast is adapted into a chilling anthology docudrama.
The only thing that I know for certain is that my life is over.
Too Old to Die Young. Nicholas Winding Refn's neo-noir pushes the boundaries of political satire and avant-garde television.
Got some good news for you. You did pretty good on the detective exam. And the higher-ups like you.
The Wild. A corrupt research experiment tests troubled teens' survival skills on a deserted island.
So it turned out everyone had a working knowledge of CPR.
It's weird, isn't it? That every single one of us knew how. Is that important?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Undone. BoJack Horseman alumni collaborate on another animated dramedy that dares to be wholly original and wholly satisfying. When a car wreck grants a woman the ability to bend time, she sets out to explore her father's death and other family secrets.
It's like been really hard to organize things when I'm in a coma.
You're not going to use that excuse forever, are you?
Probably a while, yeah.
No. Well, partly.
What? Partly what?
It's an unpredictable story that melds emotion with style through extensive rotoscope animation. This brings extra surrealism to the cosmic fantasy while preserving the cast's poignant performances. It's altogether the kind of cleverly written, nuanced art that must speak for itself.
Time is a limited form of experience. You know what I mean?
No, I don't. I don't understand any of this.
Undone is so hard to talk about that Amazon has not formally renewed or canceled it since a conclusive feeling second season. But those who have experienced its creative genius agree that it's worth going back to.
It's all good, Tunde. I did what I needed to do, and now everything's gonna be okay.
What are your favorite hidden gems on Amazon Prime? Polish them off in the comments.
Tried a meditation class at the Y once, but all I could think about was not farting.
What a delightful story.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.